come on over here, 'cause I know how you do. Yeah, come on over. You ready? Alright. Woo! Ha ha! Late ill kid at OneYoungsta, hold it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, coming with another wonderful episode of Loungin. A little bit of housekeeping to get out of the way. One, thank you for rating my podcast number 5 as far as 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Thank you for the couple people. I see a couple of shirts getting bought, so thank you for that. Thank you for the Patreon supporters, because you help with all kinds of stuff, like being able to reach out, being able to, handle stuff for the show, all that good stuff. Big shout out to Geek Fine Art on Instagram, instagram.com/geekfineart for the art behind me. Much love to all y'all. And of course, your beautiful sunshiny faces. Big shout out to Little Miss Chocolate in the chat right now. It's great to see y'all. Glad y'all are here. I'm ready to get started. Glad y'all made it another week. We are here. It's beautiful. And I know it ain't easy. I know it's rough, but you made it, and I'm thankful. So, I'm not by myself. Of course, you saw NERDSoulite, but I also have Lady Lisa. Say what's up.
Hey, y'all.
So, we've had an interesting week. We've had an interesting week. I'm going to stop playing with that. Stop putting your hands around that. But we had an interesting week. We got a couple stories. What do you want to start on? What do you want to get started with?
I mean,
let's go on and talk about Kamala.
The foolishness is just abundant.
Oh, sorry, Kamala. Let's talk about Kamala.
Okay.
Kamala Harris. This week created a slight stir. You see Kamala Harris out there wearing Timbos. And the interesting thing about this story is the whole story is she wore Timberlands. like there's nothing else. A candidate for an office. What's up, Sandra Thomas? A candidate for office that may or may not be extremely instrumental in the first place. The only thing we get that's moving the needle at all in any positive or negative way is wearing Timberlands. And I've seen jokes here and there, but let me ask you, are you tired? Like it's like extremely pandering. Extremely panderous, if you will. Yeah, I said it. And it seems like they're pandering only to like the New York market. Like the New York street market, apparently. Like it's like, oh look, she came down the steps in Timbos. And you see people like you even see the kind of like campaign manager like, oh, my vice president candidate is in Timberlands. It's like, so she's in Timbs. Like, you would never make this. The problem with this is that for someone whose whole candidacy has been mired in the idea of pandering, you think she'd be like, all right, guys, look, maybe this is what she normally wears. I doubt it, but maybe this is what she normally wears. But I can see her saying, like, guys, look, don't make a big deal about this, because, like, no matter what I do, it seems pandering, and Tim's is super pandering. So even though I like to wear Tim's, and I don't know if she does or not. Let's say she does. Let's say she normally wears Tim's, all right? Let's not make that like a point of why I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Let's just leave it alone. This is not hot sauce. This is not, just leave it alone. Don't say anything about the Tim's. What do we get from the campaign social director manager? My vice campaign president or vice candidate is in Tim's. Like, is she in policy? Like, what? But I just wanted to keep y'all up on that. That was a nice light thing to just get things going.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to jump on it. Do you want to jump on it?
I'm just going to say, I always like to try to look at things from different points of view. Let's say that she wears Tim's when she's not wearing her Converse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Converse.
Let's just say that's what she wears. Fine. Why was it pointed out by her? What is it? Her
social media
person
or whatever.
Why did she feel that it needed to be pointed out? And I just get the feeling that she does not say Tim's. I get the feeling that that's not part of her regular vocabulary is to say Tim's. I get the feeling someone had to tell her that. I could be wrong. I just don't feel that that's a term that she usually uses. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I am being biased. Maybe I'm putting her in a box. I don't know.
Yeah, Sandra Thomas says, reparations, please and thank you. Like, you know, unfortunately, don't hold your breath for the power structure doing anything that could change and upend the power structure. They like it how they like it.
Yeah.
You're like, we got this just like we like. But yeah, I thought that was corny. Figure I started that off. It was an easy one. Easy, a little layup. Yeah. Not too much.
So I just want to clarify. It's not the issue that she's wearing them.
Yeah.
The issue is that it was pointed out by her social media person.
As a reason why she's a positive candidate.
What are you doing?
It's like, I mean, it would be the same. It would be the same if somebody pointed out for a bad reason, like, "Oh, she's wearing Tim's. She can't be good at what she's doing." You know what I'm saying? It's the same. The same would apply on either side. It's pandering, and we're sick of it. We're just tired. We see it. It's not playing the saxophone isn't going to work anymore. You know, dancing. You know, Singing Al Green is not going to work anymore. It's we passed that. We made those mistakes. We're not going back. So you can forget it. Saxophone out of here. Hot sauce out of here. Al Green, we love you, Al Green, but anyone trying to sing Al Green out of here is we off that. But got to keep it moving. Other stuff happened this week. I didn't want to jump. I wanted to jump on your boy DT. Your boy DT seemed to have a slight myth with the CDC. See, CDC coming through. They had to speak in front of Congress, and they're like, "Yo, check it. Look, yo, check it, yo. Look, we might have the vaccine, but it's gonna take a while. Just want you to know that we're working on it. But check it. While we're working on it." You know what I'm saying? The earliest we thinking about is like maybe late November, December, you know what I'm saying? And that'll be for first responders, stuff like that. You know, it's going to take another 6 to 9 months to vaccinate everyone. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a long road to that path. Oh, DT came up and was like, all your reports you heard is wrong.
He didn't understand the question.
He didn't understand the question. You need to listen to me. We gonna have this vaccine mid-October. Not only are we gonna have it mid-October, but we gonna have it. We ready to go. That's what. And you know, of course, the situation is always crazy. And shouts to Robert R. Redfield, the director of the CDC, because I want to give him a shout out real quick. Not because I identify with him as my brother or something, but I am only imagining how long it must take for you to become the director of the CDC. You know what I'm saying? You know, Robert, he got out of high school, you know, went to college doing doctor and science stuff or whatever, science things. And then, you know, he wrote some papers or a book maybe, did some symposiums or something, whatever. He did hard work. And then he went to the CDC. And then the CDC, you know, he went and maybe worked in the mailroom and then started doing little stuff with a lab coat and, you know, beakers and doing a whole lot of work to climb your way to the top, just to get up that hill. Now he's up in the big leagues, getting his turn at bat. He is the director of the CDC, the top science man at the CDC. He knows things, all right? You think easy, right? Slam dunk in the bucket. He's already told us what we need to know. No need to ask anyone else. Why? Because the director of the CDC told us. I wouldn't ask nobody else if the director of the FBI came out with some kind of report and was like, yo, we're doing FBI stuff, all right? And this is what we found. I'd be like, hey, man, the FBI know. They know things.
You want babies?
Ask me why we feel the need to ask someone who has no medical, no scientific background at all, and then treat it like it's a valid speaking or talking point. What imagine being a scientist, all right, at home. All right, you chilling, you kicking it, you put yourself in your science mind. All right, you've been doing science all your life. Hypothesis, you know what I'm saying, stating your findings and your research, years and years and years. And some random dude don't know nothing about your job come up and be like, psh, the reports is wrong. The answers is what I say. Oh man. Oh, it's funny. It's funny. I'll just say that. Do you have anything? All right, cool. Never mind. Do you want me to just cut?
No, go ahead.
All right, man. All right. So, yes, Alan, we heard. We'll say that to later. But yes, Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, pancreatic cancer at 87. Of course, you know the nation is in mourning at this time, but you know, I see this as another. I feel like this is another layup for your boy DT, because I'm pretty sure DT is chomping at the bit.
Oh yeah.
To refill that seat.
I'm sure he was like, "Oh, that's so sad. Who's gonna get to fill the seat?"
He was like, "What?" Yo, I'm sure when he heard the news, homie came out the meeting looking like Birdman. He was like,
"Yeah, I'm sure he was like when somebody told him." He said,
"Really?
Word? Oh."
Word?
Oh, that's such a shame. That's such a shame.
Say word? So I get to fill another one, right? Yo, look. This is
and the thing is, he does. He rightfully does.
Yeah, he rightfully does. It's not the issue that he gets to fill the next seat. It's just that we know how he get down, and we know how this might end up. So, you know, we'll keep an eye on it. See how it goes. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You really never know. Sad to see her go, but of course, 87, she did live a full life, so it's a good thing that she was able to live a full life. But
yeah, this has nothing to do with her. This has nothing to do with her personally. But the whole thing of justices serving for a lifetime is the most ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I've ever heard of in my life. Just like there are term limits for presidents, there need to be term limits for all of them. Anybody that is serving, there need to be term limits. It's absolutely and utterly ridiculous.
Yeah. And big shout out to VV in the chat. Big shout out to Alan Lewis. Nice to see y'all up in here. And Markeith Collins, what's up? But yeah, I agree. I also don't think that the justices should all be old. I think there should be a mixture.
Well, they old because they've been there for so long.
No, but I'm just saying, even when they get appointed. I mean, your boy, what's the one that he kept his calendar since 1981 or whatever? What's that?
Well, he wasn't old.
He's not a spring chicken. That's what I'm getting the point to. It would be nice to have someone on there, a justice on there that's 30. That's 40.
Good luck
that's
with that.
50. No, because you need to represent.
You can't even be president at 30.
Here's my statement. If you're going to be representing the nation and making decisions for the nation, for the people that live in this nation, then we need to have a representative coalition of people in this nation. The people that are in those seats are not representative of this nation.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's why I'm saying everybody ain't over 60 or 50.
That's our whole justice system. But I get your point. I get your point.
But with that said, your boy DT, he's still on a tear, y'all. Still on a tear. And guess in 1 year, But big shout out to Jamal Lee in the chat. What up, Jamal Lee? Nice to see you with the super chat of the dub sack. Nice to see you. You know what I'm saying? Good to have you up in the spot. So just keep these things in mind when you look at your boy DT and you hear sound advice, and then DT come through and be like,
sound, informed,
from
educated, studied, fact-backed information
from the top of the CDC. It can't come no higher. Just look, man. Look, guys. What I can't say, but so much. You know what I'm saying? What can I do? So that happened, but we also had something that kind of not only caught my eye, but disturbed me because of what I think we're going to be in for, which is kind of like the main story I want to get into, which is the historic settlement for Breonna Taylor and her, I guess, wrongful death / murder from the police in Louisville, and kind of how it's played out. Did you want to go through the article a little bit? I did want to.
You want me to read some of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Louisville agrees to pay Breonna Taylor's family $12 million and enact police reforms in historic settlement. The city of Louisville, Kentucky has agreed to pay $12 million to the family of Breonna Taylor and institute sweeping police reforms in a historic settlement of the family's wrongful death lawsuit. Mayor Greg Fisher, Taylor's family, and their attorneys announced the settlement at a joint press conference on Tuesday. Taylor, a 26-year-old EMT, was killed in her home by police on March 13th. As part of the settlement, the city agreed to establish a housing credit program as an incentive for officers to live in the areas they serve, use social workers to provide support on certain police runs, and require commanders to review and approve search warrants before seeking judicial approval, among other changes. Justice for Breonna means that we will continue to save lives in her honor, said Tamika Palmer, Taylor's mother. No amount of money accomplishes that, but the police reform measures that we were able to get passed as a part of this settlement means so much more to my family, our community, and to Breonna's legacy. Goes on to say, I'm skipping a little bit, Mayor Fisher said the city is not admitting wrongdoing in the agreement. Of course. The settlement comes more than 6 months after Louisville Metro police officers broke down the door to Taylor's apartment and fatally shot her while executing a late-night, quote, no-knock warrant in a narcotics investigation.
And that's the problem that I have with this. Okay, so, 1, the city's not admitting wrongdoing.
2,
the police are not in jail.
Nope, none of the officers
3,
involved
they haven't even been charged.
No.
or prosecuted. So what you've done, wait for it, is pay off the family with our money. Oh, you didn't know that those settlements from the city come from tax dollars? Yeah. So essentially, you paid off a citizen you murdered with someone else's money. That's like some DT stuff right there.
Let me read this part. Still, none of the officers involved in the flawed raid has been charged with the crime. Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron, the first black person to hold the post in a Republican rising star, was made a special prosecutor in the case earlier this year, and the FBI has opened an investigation as well. On Tuesday, Crump, attorney Lonita Baker and Palmer continued to push for criminal charges against the officers involved. It's time to move forward with the criminal charges because she deserves that and much more, Palmer said. So,
look, I'm going to tell you like this. Y'all get out there. Y'all kick, fight, punch, scratch, tooth and nail because they ain't listening. What they think they'll do is throw historic settlement and they'll be killing y'all tomorrow. Don't let this fool you. Don't let this even sway you.
Yeah.
This $12 million to essentially pay this family off.
Yeah.
No charges. No charges. At all. Who's going to speak for Breonna? I'm not here to dog out the family. I'm not here to do that.
Because this
but
is
what
my
I'll
question.
say is, when are we going to say the money won't do it? The money won't handle it.
My question is
the money won't fix it.
My question is this. I'm wondering if there is any detail in this settlement that says they cannot speak against these police officers. That's what I want to know. That's what the public wants to know. Is that part of the settlement agreement that they're not allowed to speak against them?
I'm pretty sure.
You know,
because the city wants this to go away. Louisville, don't let this go away. Don't let this go away. Don't let this go away. I don't care if y'all got to march, if y'all got to stand in front of the city hall, if y'all got to block the streets, whatever y'all got to do. I will keep posting up these bail links so they can bail you. Look, fight out there, because they trying this funny stuff, and it's frustrating to see a payoff at this level and this blatant.
Yeah.
And like the family is just, I don't know. I can't say where the family is. I can't speak for where the family is, but I don't like it. I'm going to tell you like this. If some police had busted in my brother's house and killed him in his sleep, I don't care how much money you got. I'm coming for y'all. We going to be mobilized outside the police precinct, mobilized outside the city council, mobilized. This is 20 million, 12 million for. It's not, because that's not the issue. You didn't steal money from me. You stole a life. And you got to pay up. Money ain't going to do it. I want them in jail for murder, which they did. You changed the law? That's nice. Cool. Where the charges at? You gave me money. That's nice. Where the charges at? Because what you're doing is leaving these men to go ride and bust some other black person in the head. And best believe, if they able to get away with this, there will be someone else killed by them. Then what's next? Then what do we do? As a society, what do we do then? Do we just, maybe we'll just try to get him arrested again. Yo, look, I know we tired of fighting. I know this has been a tough fight, but I'm here to tell you, this $12 million stuff don't smell right. It don't smell right.
The fact that
it seems like the lawyers are soft shoeing this.
Yeah,
they don't seem as dogged as they should be. The family seems timid. I don't like it. I don't like it. If you killed my brother or sister, I would be out this joint. I don't care. Save your money. Matter of fact, no. You want to give me $12 million? Give me $12 million from the police pension fund. Give me $12 million from there.
Yeah.
What you gonna give me $12 million from the man across the street for?
Just the very fact that the settlement happened before anyone was charged or anything, that's not, to me, that's not usually how stuff happens. It's like, okay, now that they've been charged and convicted, then of course our civil case is a slam dunk. So the civil case usually comes afterward, or if it comes before, that's usually an indication that there will be no charges. Yeah, that's usually the indication. When somebody goes ahead with a civil case before there is a criminal case, that tells you ain't gonna be no criminal case. Yeah, and shouts out to the chat. Good to see you guys in here. Ambria, I hope I'm not screwing up your name. Nice to see you up in here. Technician in the house, what up, what up? E. Nicole, hopefully I didn't screw up your name. What up, what up? Pim Griffey in the house. Hassan in here. What's up, what's up? And Sun on Shine. What is it? Ambria said a comment a little bit earlier talking about I really can't stand the AG out there, slow and ineffective. And Lotus Scholar said it's not justice. No, it's not. It's not justice. It's not. This has nothing to do with justice. It's not justice. Look on the flip side of the guy that shot the two officers here in LA.
You know what I'm saying? The guy that shot the officers here in LA. Look at how the coverage has been. They want him now.
Yep.
They ain't playing. They out there. They want that man now. They want to take him down. Oh, because your lives matter. They're important.
And they ain't even dead.
Guys, we gotta be tired. We gotta be tired of this. If we ain't tired of it, we gotta be tired of this. You know what I'm saying? Technician said they know how to get past the easy way, and they took the bait. Sandra Thomas said, you ADOS people have got to get organized. Forget protesting, and I don't mean BLM.
What is ADOS?
African descendants of slaves. I'd agree to a certain degree. I think protesting is a very large part of what needs to be done. Protesting is a very large part. Finance is a very large part. Voting is a very large part. All of these need to be worked together in kind of a mixture of an offensive front for what we want. I don't think voting alone is not going to get it. It hasn't got it. It won't get it. Protesting alone is a good look, but you got to back that up with your actions. And when I say actions, I mean financially. We need to move our money over to black businesses. Also, black businesses, you got to step up your game. I just heard this week about a black business not giving multiple people their refunds, and I'm dealing with another black business that's not giving me my refund. That's a whole other thing. And education. We need to remove our children from these schools and teach our own children. You know what I'm saying? We already got somebody in the office talking about, well, you know, slavery doesn't make me feel good, so we shouldn't teach it.
Who said that?
Your boy DT talking about don't teach slavery. It's child abuse.
Don't look at me like that, because I don't pay attention to what he says no more. Okay.
That's what you asked me who said that, and I'm just telling you.
Okay, but you said it in a way like I should know. I don't listen to that fool.
Well, anyway, point is, there's multiple things that we need to be doing. Voting alone is not going to do it. And I think it's foolish to think that, voting alone is going to do it. I think there's a air of pacification with the whole, like, just vote, and everything will be fine. Just vote. If you just vote, it'll be all good. No, you need to vote. You need to be out in them streets. You need to be in their face. And when I say in their face, I mean, don't even let them walk into the building. You need to be blocking their way. You need to make some noise. Keep protesting. Just because it ain't hot on your timeline, don't mean people ain't protesting. Right now, there's something like 20 plus protests going on across the nation. And we need to migrate our money. We need to migrate our education. We need to keep on moving in a direction that supports us. And if somebody ain't going to do nothing for you, don't vote for them. Now, with that said, voting is a personal thing. It's up to you to vote how, who, whatever you want. But I'd say if somebody ain't got nothing for you, maybe you shouldn't have nothing for them. Big shout out to Eon001. It's been a long time since I see you. Yo, what up? It is nice to see you. Yo, what's up? Big shout out, big shout out to Sandra Thomas in the chat. Also, Eon001 says, name these killers. They need to live in a prison of shame for the rest of their lives. True. And I'm just tired of this continual feel of like, we know something. Family is looking very pacified. Ben Crump is looking mad funny style every time I see him. And I don't want to be on this like, I'm here to tear down another brother. You know what I'm saying? But Ben Crump be looking, I don't know what it is, man. Every time I see, he be, a little bit too soft. He be seeing like, he just looked like he be trying to take it easy a lot. And I'm like, yo, we need you to be a pit bull out there legally, Like, yo, we got all these brothers and sisters out there in the legal system, going to be lawyers, going to be attorneys. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Like, what? So when it comes to Ben Crump, you know, I'm not here to slam the brother. It seems that he's not as dogged. He's not as passionate as I think he should be. I guess I'll leave it right there. Bottom line on this, we have got to definitely move collectively. I like the solidarity that I've been seeing. We need to continue and increase it. Like I said, spend your money with black people. You got to buy some socks. Buy some socks from black people. Drawers, deodorant, soap, shoes, shirts, t-shirts, whatever. I got shirts, hoodies, hats, earrings, whatever.
And I will
black people somewhere make it.
Yeah, I will say this. I've been looking for, you know, stuff for the house, to decorate the house a lot. And I know for everybody on earth, pretty much, Amazon is your friend. Well, there is a way to look up black-owned Amazon shops. You actually can type that in really in your Google search, and you will find some results for that. And also Etsy. Oh my gosh, there is some amazing stuff on Etsy. Again, you can look up in Google search black-owned Etsy shops, and it will pop up for you. So I'm just saying, you know, I know Amazon is great. Amazon has everything, and we all do, of course, use Amazon. But there is a way, if you want to find black-owned shops on Amazon, you can absolutely do that. It takes extra effort. Yes, it does. It takes extra time to shop black. It absolutely does. But it's something I think it's really important for us to do.
And I agree with Eon 001. I wish I knew the men's names, because I've searched for the men's names before. I remember
the cops?
Yeah, they named one.
It was in the article we just read.
They named one. I didn't see the names of the other officers that were there. Because I believe they said 4 officers were on scene, but I've only seen the name of one. But, you know, yes, I agree with Eon 001. If they're not going to be in jail, we need to be out there publicly shaming them all the time. If y'all can get out for y'all's favorite football and basketball team and drive around the block where they're in the hotel and honk the horn all day, well, guess what? You can do that for an officer that killed someone that looked just like you that lived down the block. You know what I'm saying? They do that. Y'all can do it for y'all sports. Why you can't do it for your people? You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating. But you know, I definitely Ambria actually says, I know them. Mattingly, Cosgrove, Hankinson, James signed off on the bogus warrant. All right, thank you.
Brett Hankinson, Sergeant Jonathan Mattingly.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the name of the one that I saw. The Mattingly
and
guy.
Officer Miles Cosgrove.
Mm-hmm. So it's frustrating, and like we say, I know it ain't easy to always buy black because you got to search, you got to actually look for it, but you ain't doing nothing no way. Sitting on the couch, why don't you go to college? No, I'm playing. It's like, look, use your fingers for some Google it up, and buy from someone black. Yes, it's going to take a little more work. Yes, I've been, out of the 10 companies that I've been buying black from, about 10, maybe like 8, but about only one of them I'm actually having an issue with. And in that, it wouldn't be no different than if I bought from any other company on Amazon. I have an issue here, I have an issue there, need a refund, whatever. But yes, that I'm very, very serious about the education piece. So the finances, we move, we vote with our dollars every day. We don't have to wait 4 years to vote with our dollars. You know what I'm saying? I mean, imagine this. Okay, cool. How about this? I have a 9-to-5, right? I have a 9-to-5. And I do this as well. So I have 3,000 something subscribers. If every subscriber gave $2 to my Patreon, I could quit. Or if every subscriber bought one t-shirt a month or had a month and shared it, I'd be able to quit. So imagine this kind of money and revenue in the lady, the black woman that lives in Texas that has a bakery shop that does mailing and sends you cupcakes or something. You know what I'm saying? You eating cupcakes anyway. Why you can't get them from a black person? I don't know if you're eating cupcakes, but if you are eating cupcakes, then you can get them from her. Or you know what I'm saying? The place we get, was it Garner's Garden that we get the spray from? The spray is like $10 or whatever.
I don't know.
You don't even need, I worked it out one time, you don't even need a full 1% of the black community to buy from you to generate the revenue to where you can actually become a powerhouse in business. Like, bruh, we just got to actually do it. You know what I'm saying? And then the education piece, you know how I feel about that. We don't need to put our children in their hands no more than we have to.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Look, there are black homeschooling groups. There are black homeschooling co-ops. There are black charter schools. Take them out of their hands. But that's a whole other issue. And I will have I'll have the sister from RBG Academy on as soon as I can, because I definitely want to get more into, of course, black homeschooling and just having that conversation with you guys. Charlamagne needs to add you to this Black Effect podcast. You know what? This is you know what? The Black Effect podcast.
Charlamagne ain't gonna let you be on nothing.
Charlamagne ain't gonna let me be on
Once he
nothing.
research you and be like, "Oh, that brother been talking about me."
That brother don't like me.
Nope.
What up, Blurtish? Nice to see Blurtish. Yes, We Buy Black, Shop Black or Black Shop. I think it's Shop Black is another one. But yeah, there's tons of places where you can find, black, whether it's, shoes, shirts, soap, shampoo, whatever it is. It's, it's not that hard to find. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just gotta look, but it's not that hard to find. So, now as far as Charlamagne, I've never been, this is because he's a black man and we're in a public forum. There's some things that rub me the wrong way. Recently with the Joe Budden thing, I've been extra rubbed the wrong way. And I'm willing to see where this Black Effect thing goes. I'm glad, hey, you got a podcast network of, black creators. But as I covered on Beats Vibes Life on this very channel, you can check. It's like we covered it a couple days ago. Sometimes we have to wonder what black ownership is, and is Black Effect podcast black owned? And if it is black owned, can we look at it in a way where we contextualize it against his activity and his energy towards Joe Budden, and what Joe Budden has been doing and trying to do. So, I just think about that. But yeah, Black Effect podcast, no diss to all them. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. I will say they put out a press release talking about up and coming, and I'm like, none of those people are up and coming. They've all made it. All of those people we would all consider the people that are on the Black Effect podcast network as made it by now. But that's a whole other thing. We got other stuff to get to. But yes, we got some other stuff to get to. I think we got one more, right? We do have
a few more.
We got a few more. I did want to start talk about Shauna Kinville for a second. All right, so Shauna Kinville, white lady out there just living a life, just whiting it up. She's one of these anti-maskers, and they're like, "Yo, we don't want to wear no mask. We don't want to wear it. We get out of here. We don't want to wear no mask. We hate masks, and stop it. We don't want to wear no mask no more." And in an interview on The Scene, she said, "George Floyd."
I'm gonna read the quote.
Oh, read the quote, please.
Read the quote.
Please read the quote.
Quote: "When George Floyd said, 'I can't breathe,' And he died. And now we're wearing a mask and we say I can't breathe and we're being forced to wear it anyway.
This lady tried to equate the killing of a black man who was essentially choked and strangled to death to wearing a, kind of like surgical mask or cloth mask over her face. I am so tired of black people used as some kind of like analogy for white pain. I am so tired of it, and I'm surprised that even the person that like asked her. I'm surprised the person that asked her on the scene wasn't like, oh, hold up. Say that again? Like, I say what? So you are equating a mask that you've worn most likely longer than 9 minutes and are still alive to someone who was being choked, pressed into the pavement until they were so scared that they called for their dead mother and died, to wearing a mask at the store? Ooh.
A store that you don't even have to go to because you can call and have it delivered. You ain't even just okay.
Y'all white people something else. Wow. It knows no bounds, guys. It knows that I can't make this up. Every time I told Lisa one time, I was like, yo, look, Friday coming up. You know what I'm saying? We might be able to have a good show this week. Some good news. Nope. Roundabout Wednesday, here come the dumb stuff. But yeah, Boogsworthy, that's right. She said it so casually. Yes, Pim Griffey, I am serious. Unfortunately, I'm serious. And Eon001 says, I'm still arguing with people over George Floyd. People defending the cops still to this day. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because, like Eon001 said, the cops' body cam footage made him look worse. And the funny thing is, the thing that's so damning about the evidence on George Floyd is you have the body cam footage. Mm-hmm. You got the social media footage from the people that was there. And you got the security cam footage from the store or the building or whatever. So you got multiple angles for how you was wrong. Because you know how they come out, oh, well, you didn't see it from the right side. Oh, yeah, if you would have seen it from over there, you see, you got to get 360 vision. That's how they hit you. Oh, with Jacob Blake, they attempted to murder that man. With Jacob Blake, oh, well, you just didn't see the other side of the car. There was a knife there. Did he have a knife in his hand? Oh, well, yeah, he did. We're looking at the video. He ain't got nothing in his hand. Oh, well, you didn't see the video good enough. They tried to murder that man.
He already had a gun drawn on him when he was walking. Like,
it be killing me because now we have an event where there's video from mad angles. You can stitch this together and be like, yo, we got this. This is a slam dunk. It's over. These men are now like, yo, look, I don't want to go to trial together. Y'all operated together, so now y'all want to be separate. And then you have folks like George Floyd couldn't breathe, so I don't want to wear a mask. I'm telling you guys. This whole COVID thing ain't going away because, unfortunately, the American atmosphere, the American society, the ideal of America is perfect for a virus. We're reactive. We're not proactive. We could be a cleaner society on average. We could be a cleaner society. We're not. We've made fun of articles written by white people saying, you don't have to bathe every day. Or there was an article, I can't remember who wrote it, where Quinn McGowan famously talks about, I don't wash the back of my legs, I let the soap roll down. So what do you think's going to happen in a society like that when a virus shows up? A society that says, science ain't even all that important. Psst, science? Just listen to me, dog. Come on, man. This is the best. If you was a virus, you'd be like, yo, let's go to America. Yo, look. Only half of the population going to do what they supposed to do. The other half going to let us run rampant.
Half?
And then the half that's doing what they supposed to do, guess what? They still going to get sick because one of them people that ain't doing what they going to catch them slipping one day.
You being generous on that half.
Well, okay, all right. Only 1/3. Only 1/3 is going to do what they're supposed to be doing. Like in the CDC, once again, back to DT and the CDC. The top man of the CDC said, look, if we all wore masks, we could get this joint under control in 12 to 16 weeks. We could have been done with this. Remember, other countries are playing sports. Everybody in the stadium, having a good time, chilling, cheering, throwing confetti. What we doing? Bubble League. Come on, man. Come on. Clippers out here losing games. But with all that said, next up, well, you know what? Where do you want to go? Where you want to go next? You want to talk about your boy Gillum? Real quick. It's a short one.
Sure.
Right,
it's nothing happy to end with. I was looking through and it's like, well, there is no happy ending. So let's just, you know.
Yeah. So Andrew Gillum, you might remember him. He's a promising candidate. Florida. Good-looking gentleman out there. Family values out in front. Well, he got into a little bit of trouble. Back in the day, he got caught in a hotel. Or did you want to read?
Doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know you just all right, okay. All right.
Doesn't matter. I mean,
Andrew Gillum, he got caught out there in a hotel with some other gentlemen. It looked like it was a romantic engagement. There were drugs there. There was alcohol there. Police got it. He told us, yo, man, look, I don't do drugs. He didn't take a drug test that night when the police arrived, but he said he don't do drugs. He was just drunk and he passed out. We still didn't know, but how you get there.
Why were you there?
Why were you there?
What was
Do you
your
want to
purpose?
know how many hotels I've been in with drugs all over the place and other men? 0. You want to know why? Because that's not how I get down. If that's how you get down, cool. Just don't lie about it. So, all right, that went down. He went to ground. He went underground. He was sneaking around. He was like, look, I don't want to be seen. Recently, he said, yo, Tamara Hall, I hear you got a show. I want to do a tell-all exclusive interview with you, girl. And now we have an article from CNN Politics. Andrew Gillum says he identifies as bisexual. Interesting. Because at first, you just happen to be drunk. Now we're getting a little more information.
Well, in all fairness, he never said he wasn't bisexual.
True.
I mean, come on. Let's be fair.
We'll be fair. Okay.
Let's be fair. Like, it's not like someone asked him, so are you straight, gay, or bisexual? And he was like, I'm not bisexual.
He pushed a very heterosexual family unit, what is it, atomic family or whatever you want to call it. He pushed that, you know what I'm saying? Me, my wife, kid, chilling, that's what we do. That's the vision he pushed.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? You acting like he out here looking like what's the dude that was running for president, the gay guy? You act like he him. He won't represent like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't representing with a black man. So anyway, Andrew Gillum, the former Democratic candidate for governor of Florida, revealed in an interview released Monday that he identifies as bisexual. Quote, to be very honest with you, when you didn't ask the question, if you put it out there, is whether or not I identify as gay. And the answer is, I don't identify as gay, but I do identify as bisexual. And that is something I have never shared publicly before, Gillum told journalist Tamron Hall in a candid interview on her eponymously named talk show. It wasn't candid. They planned this out. All right. The emotional interview with Gillum, a former CNN contributor, centered on a February incident which he was found inebriated by police who were responding to a possible drug overdose in a Miami hotel room he was in, according to a police report. Let's not forget that. But the police report said that officers who told CNN at the time they were not currently pursuing criminal charges arrived to the scene just after midnight, found Gillum and a second person, Aldo Mejias. I don't want to screw up your name, but Aldo, you was there, in a hotel room. Gillum apologized at the time and announced the following month that he would be entering rehab. So what we're seeing here is the apology tour with the addition of the connection to the what? LGBT. That's right. Because now he like, yeah, I know exactly how to apologize. I come out here, I be like, yo, look, I know I was out there, almost overdosed. Man, somebody almost got killed, almost died, but check it. Look, I'm back. I want to say I'm sorry. And I identify as bisexual. Now, I don't mind him identifying as bisexual. I don't want anyone who's in the chat that's LGBTQIA+, I don't care about that. My issue is, it seems to only come up when it's apology time.
True.
That's the problem. It seems like this is a hustle to use the LGBTQIA+ community as a shield to, you better accept my apology because I'm protected. You better apologize. You better accept this apology.
Well, do you think it's that, or do you think it's just
he got caught? He can't do nothing?
No. Do you think it's just a thing of? I mean, he is bisexual. He's saying that his wife knew this already.
True that.
So as a thing, it's a fact, and it's like it is what it is, and it may work in his favor, but maybe it's just a thing of this is what it is. And I'm trying to look at things. I try to look at things from different perspectives.
I feel you.
So maybe this is a case of he said, I want to be in politics, but I know, and the people around him told him, you cannot, as a black man especially, go into politics talking about I'm bisexual. No. You and your wife with her kitten heels on have to be
not the kitten heels.
She got to come on with some kitten heels.
Not the kitten heels.
And her perfect businesswoman suit, or her Hannah housewife dress. Okay,
Hannah housewife.
Y'all have to come together in this perfect package, right? You cannot talk about your
be the fake new Obama.
You cannot talk about your bisexual. You cannot talk about your gay. You can be what you want to be.
You can be free.
I mean, you can go home and put on, a bra for all I care.
You can go to Miami and get drunk if you want to.
But what you can't do is run for office. And so then he goes out and he goes on this escapade. Yep.
Escapade, entanglements.
Yep.
We just using all the E words.
He goes on this escapade with these men and alcohol and drugs, and then everything blows up. So maybe it isn't a case of he was living this lie. It's a lot of us because we ain't know all of his business.
It's a lot of us. Because he was fronting like he was something he won't. But shout to Ambria Ashley, truly an entanglement. Eon 001 says Gillum needs to go on a Red Table Talk. Here's why I'd say no.
I'm so done with Red Table Talk. I don't know what to do.
I'm done with Jada. Jada and her pseudo deepness.
And I actually loved. I turned you on to Red Table Talk. Remember?
Yep.
I liked Red Table Talk. But after this, I'm gonna tell y'all. This is on the tangent, but I gotta go there. I'm gonna tell y'all.
I already didn't like the show already.
After the whole thing with her and Will, I'm like, I can't with you no more, Jada. Like, I've been trying. People have been rolling their eyes and sucking their teeth at me when I talk about Red Table Talk, and I've been trying to hold you down. But after this whole entanglement, Jada, I can't no more.
Shot by Nolan wrong. And then Blurry says the tables are turned. y'all got them joints all day.
That's a good one.
Jada Mind Tricks.
That's a good one.
Tables are turned. Here's my issue with Red Table Talk. When you first showed it to me, I was like, yo, why is Jada trying to be fake deep? She like pseudo deep. And not to say that she didn't have great conversation, but there would be these times where she would be like pseudo deep. And Willow, got love for Willow, but Willow would be there and be, she kind of hit you with some pseudo deep too. But
she's her daughter. What do you want?
It's her mama. So I mean, what you gonna do? So I was already like, okay, I know the kind of woman she is. She gonna come in here. She took a therapy certification course, and now you're down. Here you go.
At DeVry.
She took a therapy certification course down at the Y. And you know what I'm saying? Now you can't tell her nothing. She about to put a PhD on her name. So I was like, cool. I know who she is. I know how she get down. Cool. No problem, Jada. Were we great, right? Every time somebody come on her show, I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to open it all up. Let's open and heal all the wounds, right? With anyone else on there. She come on the show. Well, there was an entanglement. There was some time when I wanted to heal. Hold up. So now we dodging and ducking all around everything when it's you, right?
She was doing the backstroke.
Man, that girl was dodging and parrying and dipping and hurdling. I'm like, why can't you just answer? Why can't you just say what happened? Because I can say what happened. Boy came around.
You turned out that little young boy.
Thank you. This man said he could die now because he has been loved by you.
Look,
right?
That's on a whole nother level.
Bruh, she tried to hit us with the razzle dazzle. And even Will looked at her a couple times like, come on.
He said entanglement, Jada.
Come on now.
Entanglement.
Come on. You had a full-blown relationship with this dude. Like, stop it. So, stop it. But, hey, much success.
Yeah, I've had no desire whatsoever to watch it since then because I just can't because like you and I always talk about, if the roles were reversed, and this was Will who had a sexual relationship with one of Willow's friends, oh my gosh, he would have been burned at the stake.
Man, Will would have been. They would have been like pedophilia.
Oh my gosh,
They would have been saying Will is
power dynamics.
Power dynamics. We ain't hear power dynamic nothing with Jada, right? Nothing. We ain't heard a word. But man, that's why I'd be like, yo, all y'all full of poo-poo. But anyway, I guess we'll end it on a short story. You know what I'm saying? End it on something short. Maybe not sweet, but short. Do you want to read the police brutality joint? The officer involved police brutality or
what now? Which one?
Well, the grill, the Georgia police officer.
Okay. Who attacked black passenger fired. I got it.
All right, cool.
Georgia police officer who attacked black passenger fired. The passenger was reportedly attacked for not showing his ID to the Georgia cop. The police officer who was seen on video pressing his weight against a black passenger near Atlanta has been terminated. The officer has been fired from the Clayton County Sheriff's Office following the incident of excessive force.
Word.
The now viral video shows a helpless black man, Roderick Walker, pleading with the enforcement to leave him alone, only to be smacked in the face by the officer who was in full uniform. Walker has a swollen eye after receiving several punches. The officer also held his knee to the man's neck. I guess that's the new protocol.
That's the new thing now.
Walker,
that's hot in the streets.
Yeah. Walker, his cousin, and a third person were passengers in a vehicle that was pulled over in Clayton County, Georgia. The car was pulled over because its taillight was out, TMZ reported. While initial reports stated that Walker and his group were Lyft passengers, the ride-sharing company released a statement on Monday clarifying that they were not. That's neither here nor there.
That's neither here nor there.
During the incident, the officers asked for a driver's license, but the driver did not provide one. Instead, they asked for the licenses of the passengers, even though they had nothing to do with the alleged infraction. A fight ensued between Walker and the officers. Quote, "I'm gonna die," and quote, "I can't breathe." A young child who witnessed Walker on the ground heard him say, according to TMZ. After being made aware of a video posted on social media, blah, 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 they fired the guy. That's pretty much what it said.
But where them charges, though? Like that, I need a t-shirt. I'm gonna make a t-shirt. Where them charges, though? Like, he got fired. Cool. That should be a byproduct of being charged. Not fired shouldn't come first.
Yeah.
Charged should come first.
And my thing is, if fired comes first for excessive force, then that means he assaulted him. So where are the
where's
assault
the assault
charges?
charge? I want an assault charge.
Like,
where you assault charge? Where that? Where them charges though? Where they at? Or is it just okay to beat up black people whenever you feel like it?
What's the example? What's the example I gave yesterday? It's like let's say you were still going into work. You go into work and you shoot Bob, right? You kill Bob.
Bob dead.
All right. And the supervisor, Bob's family comes in and everything, and the supervisor says, well, ma'am, Michael is being fired. Or we suspended Michael. So, he's like, but what about charges? Oh, ma'am.
Don't worry about all that.
He's been fired.
He's been fired. It's water under the bridge.
It's water under the bridge.
It's over.
So how is that any different? That sounds stupid and ridiculous.
Man, I'm just, where them charges at? You know what I'm saying? Where them charges at? Where them charges at? Where them charges at? Where them charges at? Okay, look. Just,
don't do that.
Only certain people, y'all know. Here's what I would like to leave y'all with. Everyone, stay safe. Keep your mask on, your gloves on, and if you have protection, keep it with you if you can. I don't know about your state. And if you don't have protection, highly consider the protection, because people acting stupid out here in these streets. And I'd rather you have to go to court than people have to come see you off. And I'm just keeping it real. Shouts to Lami in the house. Shot by Nolan said that's a classic right there. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to Gangsta Boo. She's a gangster and a boo. But yeah, consider getting protection and keeping that protection with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how to live.
What protection are you referring to, sir?
I'm talking about home defense and public defense. Protection. Firearms.
There you
right
go.
To bear arms.
I don't know if you what.
Yeah, I'm just saying, right? You have the right to bear arms. You are a U.S. citizen. You got the right. And I just don't want you to run into someone who's exercising their right and you ain't exercised your right. Please exercise your right. Find one. If you have one, then cool. You've already exercised your right. If you don't have one, highly consider exercising your right. Because people act stupid out here. And I want to see y'all next Friday. You know what I'm saying? Now, actually, if you get into a situation where you have to discharge, you might not be here next Friday because you might be just dealing with logistics. But at least you still dealing and your family ain't dealing. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be for real. Marquise Collins, I guess we'll leave it off on this. This is some good news, sort of. Marquise Collins said, what do you feel about Freedom Town, Georgia? From what I've read of it, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at establishing and incorporating your own town. I know it won't be easy. I know it'll be stumbling blocks, whatever. But I'm not mad at the energy at all. And I'm not definitely down for doing what you can to say, we want our own. Yeah. We got our own. Now leave us alone. Now,
well, see, that's the thing.
Yeah, I'm interested,
and I want to do some research on it. But I'm interested to know how are they going to keep white folks from infiltrating and taking over, because that's what they do. So yeah. I'm just wondering how are they going to do that, because you know what they'll do. They'll flip the law on us and say this is racist. You can't do this. You can't prevent people from living here.
Well, I mean, that kind of thing. They'll probably use the same statutes that Jewish people use for their areas, or Asians use for Chinatown, or that.
What statutes are those?
I don't know what the statutes are, but I'm just saying that how they keep their communities, how they do, probably use the same thing. Same thing for what is it? What is it? They churn their own butter. What's the name of them people?
Mormons?
No, not Mormons. They ain't Mormons, are they? They're like pilgrims or something. Whatever.
They're not pilgrims, Michael. They're Mormons.
They're not Mormons. Are they Mormons?
Oh my God.
Whatever they are.
You said pilgrims, Lord.
They got their own stuff. Don't nobody mess with them. They got their own stuff. So by proxy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
we
Amish.
Can have our own stuff. Amish. Thank you for the Amish.
It ain't pilgrims.
Look, shouts out to Amish people out there. I know you ain't watching the show, but if you were, y'all reminded me of Pilgrims, but it was an accident for Pilgrims. You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
Whoa, look, this boy. So anyway, look, we gotta get out of here. Much love to all y'all. Lisa, say peace.
Bye, y'all.
All right. With that said, say peace. All right. We love all y'all. Shouts out to Pilgrims. Shouts out to the Amish. Shouts out to, whatever out there making your own butter. Quaker Oats. So yeah, with that said, much love to all y'all. We got to keep it rolling. So to the chat, shouts to Ambria Ashley, Kibi23, Boogsworthy, Jamal Lee, Lami, Blurtish. Let's see who else we had. Alan Lewis, VV, Sandra Thomas, Little Miss Chocolate. I might already said you already. So Loda Scala, Shot by Nolan. Hassan was up in here. Technician, E. Nicole, Pim Griffey, Eon 001, Sun on Shine. I feel like I'm missing someone, and if I missed you, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Ambria, I think I said your name. Look, if I missed you, I apologize. It's not on purpose. It's just we got to make moves because some stuff happened. We got to make moves. But with that said, love all y'all sunshiny faces. Guys, stay safe out there because folks is tripping and it ain't easy being black. So, you know what I'm saying? This is the only skin you got. You know what I'm saying? And look, just don't do that. Look, I know, you got Sammy Sosa, but just be you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with your skin. Ain't nothing wrong with your face, your eyes. You great. You beautiful how you is. Stay that. You good. So I'm gonna leave y'all with I'm gonna leave y'all with Arcatron, some dope beats for him, the Space Bridge, and of course, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. Shouts out to Panda. I think I might have saw her. And YouTube, hit that thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit that thumbs down if you don't. But if you hit that thumbs down, I'm saying Andrew Gillum after you. All right? And you might end up drunk. And you might end up butt naked in a hotel. Also, podcast if you want to get your listen on. If you don't want to listen or watch, well, I mean, hey, just go in peace, y'all. And Spotify for that music. Don't sleep. Shouts out to Amazon for finally putting my podcast up because they sleeping. I guess maybe they were so busy with Charlamagne and his folks, they forgot about NERDSoul. But don't sleep. This is real up and coming, not people that are already upped and came. But anyway, shouts to Arcatron once again. We're going to leave you with him. And from us to you, we're just saying peace. Peace, 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 peace. Don't come over here. Don't be coming over here. Nope, nope, nope. He ain't even, nope, 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 no. This is the NERDSoul show, not the NERDSoulite, nope, not even a lie. Anyway, we out. Peace. Yeah.